Miami Hurricanes, a program that has been built on flash, excitement, swagger, even once a goal turnover chain. But the fundamentals of this program, substance. We'll have plenty of substance and swagger from the Canes today. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. And the returner... Now. The offense lining up for a first down play. Running back searching for a hole. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27. This series is littered with Florida State heartbreaks in close games, but the last time they met, it was the Noles pulling out a close one.
Florida State found a way to get it done. If you can not involve the kicker, a lot of times in this series, things will go well, but they executed, they made the plays they needed to. They got one in a row, Palmer. Can they get 2?
And, David, at the end of the day, it was just Florida State that executed better. They made a few more plays, a few more explosive plays, didn't make the same mental errors, and that's why they won that game close.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Makes a man miss. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting.
All kinds of running room. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt, they want to come out here and test this secondary, test these DBs, and they know they've got the QB with the arm talent to get the ball there. That's a great start for this offense.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Scanning the field, it's Uiagalelei. Going for 6. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here's the return from inside his 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. getting set for first down. Wide out in motion. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's George. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping. Put it out in front of me. I'm getting this first down.
Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. The back goes in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Unloads to the right. Rolls it in. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
This defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And the Canes are moving quickly down the field. Wide receiver now comes in motion. To the air, it's Ward. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. Makes the grab, and he's dragged down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Using the quick game. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close.
Florida State, 7. Miami, 0.
Let's go. First down to start the drive after the break. Wide receiver shows motion. Now from inside the red zone. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
How do you not get excited and out of your seat when you see the big boys making the little boys play? Listen, I know you DBs can do all that running around stuff and catch the football. I can too. I just do it in a sexier, bigger.
And it's on the ground. defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally. You got to be in the right place at the right time.
Motion from the offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Got it in the middle. It's McCormick. And he makes a completion there. Set up and in business at the 20. You get that turnover and you try to punch them hard immediately on the first play, and they come up with a big gain.
And when the defense is running on the field, you are thinking sudden change, sudden change. When they create a turnover, a lot of times offenses want to be aggressive. They were, and they get rewarded.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Oh, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking downfield, it's Ward. He felt the heat, trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or two.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's third and long. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. The Hurricanes will go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
Pocket starts to collapse. He'll pull it down. Got room at the 35. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
These two have storied traditions in the history of the sport, but in the not-too-distant past, Miami actually considered giving up football, and Florida State was an afterthought.
Yeah, a lot of people forget back in the day when Miami was in the Big East, right? And Florida State was in the ACC. This was kind of an interconference battle every time they played. But no doubt, David, this game just holds so much more significance to both programs.
Both in the state of Florida, Florida State, Miami, the uniforms are so great, the lineage, the history of the players. So it does. It feels like this rivalry's been playing a lot longer than since 1951.
Unloads it left. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
You know, they say football is a game of inches, and on that last play, that easily could have been an interception and a huge play for the defense, yet somehow, after the deflection, the offense is able to make the catch, and looky, this drive is still going.
Dances away from one. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. And the Seminoles want to move quickly. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Feeling some heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air, it's Uiagalelei. He's right on target, and he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run through the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
They'll send out the kicker here. And this one splits the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
Miami, 0.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it in halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Horton. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
On third down, going up top. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Third and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
Despite failing earlier on fourth down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They're trying to get to him. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Looking to throw, it's Uiagalelei. Getting some heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. And guys, they really need to make something happen on this third and long. Fast motion from the offense. Little touch pass to the receiver. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down.
And that's a gut punch, especially if you're the offensive coordinator, because that was sort of a foreign look, the pre-snap motion, a timing play, trying to get the receiver the football quickly. You're expecting to outflank the defense, but give the defense a ton of credit. They made the bigger play, and now they've set you up in fourth down.
And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And for the second time, they'll go for the field goal. The first one was good, and they'll try from 42. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And now the lead is even bigger. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Signal goes into the air, and he makes the fair catch at the 10. One more snap coming before halftime. Trying to find his man on first down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. And the Seminoles will line up to kick off and start the second half. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Maybe if he could have eluded just one or two more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least. Oh, he dropped it! Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Second down after the offense recovered its own fumble. Handoff from the gun. Discards a man. Just a savvy, veteran, productive run from this junior.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Throws to the tight end. He's got it. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Love to see the fearlessness of a quarterback to work the middle of the field.
And he's got so much confidence in his own arm talent to be able to get that football there before the defense can break it up.
Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. After the misfire, now on second down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know, you're in the red zone. You bring out a bunch of tight ends on the field. So the defense, they were expecting run on that one. They were physical, and they were able to force the negative play.
They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Ward. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion now setting up for it.
Deep shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Hurricane.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Returner goes out.
Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Well, jet sweep pass. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Dropping back, it's Uiagalelei. Quickly complete. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
For an offense, to make the wide receiver reverse work, you've got to have a lot of guys doing a good sell job. Running backs have to behave as if they're actually going to keep the football, and everybody else on offense has to be yelling out, run! Try to make the defense over-pursue, but no Oscars being handed out on that.
And the pass is intercepted. Got room on the return. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Canes. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And he scoots his way across the sidelines on the return. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. There to make the stop, and we played 3 in this one.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Miami 14, Florida State 13.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Wide out in motion. To the air, it's Uiagalelei. Looking left. It's complete. He'll work his way down to the 28. The Seminoles come to the line in the hurry-up.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Floating away. He throws one to the left. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
Not a lot of good things happen when your quarterback gets hurt. When you speed up that processor just a little bit, make him a little bit uncomfortable. The defense doing a little bit of that. I need a little bit more protection from this offensive line.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Still looking. A strike downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. The Seminoles getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Whatever the fastest tempo they have is, that's what they'll use. 3rd and short. They'll ride the running back here. Touchdown, no! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Back to pass, it's Uiagalelei. On the run, still looking. And the defense on him, and he will go down. Sack on the 2-point try. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the first.
Oh, it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Man, you talk about all the excitement, emotion. You're about to go take the lead in this ball game, and then you fumble and turn the football over. Now you need help. Now I need my defense to go out and somehow get me this football back after squandering that opportunity.
The give as they work on that clock. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Trying to move them on the counter. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. A 3rd and long coming up here. Back to throw, it's Uiagalelei. Gonna let it fly. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Noles will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. These are the games. These are the moments. This is the opportunity for the finish that people remember in rivalries like this one.
And those highlights that are shown for years and years to come. These big-time moments, Palmer, coming down to the wire. Who steps up and makes the big-time play?
And this is why you lift the weights in the offseason. This is why you do all the gassers and all the sprints. For moments like this, game on the line in one of the biggest games of the year.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Caught over the middle. It's Arroyo. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. They'll throw it on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. It's caught downfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. They'll throw it on 1st down. Going to try to get it himself. Oh, no, the ball popped out. And what a break to get that football back. At this juncture, that would have been catastrophe. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. The Canes will have it 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Finds a crease at the 20. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Canes look to do some damage in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Now adjusting. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
To the air, it's Ward. Looking for the score. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And he goes to the ground, and that's how this game is going to end. This is why the passion of college football runs so deep. The rivalries, and when you lose, man, does it stick with you.